We fought Mustard, we found Looker, we told him everything that happened, and now we are heading back to HQ to see what exactly called Looker away and how exactly our adventure will continue. Alright, looks like Looker is still alone, no Basil over there, so maybe we're keeping him out of it. I received a call for another member of the D Squad, but I think we're going to need your help. It's a tricky problem, she'll be here soon anyways. That's right, I seem to have come just at the right time. Welcome back, dear friend. Raven? Wait, didn't we fight her like in the first episode? I thought I asked you to be on a first name terms with me. You don't have to be formal with me. Unfortunately, I'm unable to do that. As an old man, I have a duty to show young people what respect is all about. Ah, yes, Red. Not necessarily. We've already met some time ago. I see. That'll save me a lot of unnecessary introductions. So, Raven, could you explain the situation to me again so that Red can understand what's going on? Very well. As I explained earlier, when you asked me to find and release certain legendary Pokemon in their respective dimensions, some were missing. So together with the Karsu, we searched the Team Kronos layer from top to bottom, and we were able to restore almost all the legendary Pokemon captured by Spectra in their respective dimensions. But one Pokemon seemed to be missing, and the identity of this missing Pokemon is Rayquaza, the ancestral Pokemon. Oh, which means, Red, the mission where you first met Spectra in the Hoenn region, so that Rayquaza came from that dimension. That would be the most logical conclusion, yeah. But we have no idea what timeline this Rayquaza would come from. In Red's previous report on the mission, reference was made to a meeting with Mr. Stone, who had introduced himself as the League's master. Now in our timeline, it's only been a few years since he left his place to Wallace, the former Sototopolis gym leader. So this Rayquaza belongs to a timeline from the past. The situation seems rather delicate. It's pretty confusing, I must admit, and we have no way of intervening, even if we wanted to, given that the transporter is an advanced technology which we mustn't mess with. Raven, I'm going to ask you both to look into this matter. Raven, I'm going to send you to the Hoenn region to investigate. I'd like to know if Rayquaza's disappearance in the past would have any repercussions on our timeline. Well, I'm off, and you, Red, try to gather information about Rayquaza around our region. For the time being, we can't really do anything else. We'll be in touch. Roger. I didn't know you knew Raven, Red. You seem a little surprised to see you in our ranks. What can I say? Let's just say that shortly after you joined the D Squad, Lilith and Basil took on the task of catching a gang of thieves from a group founded by Raven. Basil and Lilith were shocked by Raven's fighting skills, and in their opinion, if it hadn't been for the two of them, the fight could have taken a completely different turn. Anyway, I arranged with her to shorten any sentence if she agreed to help us. Strangely enough, she didn't seem to mind at all. I think I have a good reading on her values. Anyways, I'll leave you to your investigate. For my part, I'm going to start gathering information on this famous person who's been terrorizing you and Lilith. I'll do my best to help you, Red. Be sure of it. And of course, on a word to Basil, you know him. Alright, so we have a new quest. I'm not exactly sure where we can go investigate Rayquaza at. I really don't know. So kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen, as typically tends to happen in this game, is as soon as I go to walk outside, I get a phone call or I get stopped by an NPC. Red, dear Red, do you copy? Are we in contact? It's been a while. I had a hard time contacting you on your primitive communication device. Can you meet me at my cruiser? It's in the same place as usual. I'm counting on you. This is an urgent matter. And no, far be it from me to take you back to investigating astro fragments and other crazy universes. Anyways, I'm waiting on you. Alright, well, that was easy. Like I said, this, most ROM hacks are pretty on rails when it comes to stuff like this. It's just like, hey, here's the thing I need you to do. Go investigate this, figure it out. And then you take 2 steps and someone's like, hey, wait a second, come here. Woo. That's us getting pulled in. Hi, Everett. Oh, that was quick. I remember waiting much longer back when we were hunting fragments. Let's move on. As you know, I successfully restored the Aura Stone, the Astra Stone on our last mission together. After a few final adjustments, I was able to synthesize the repaired stone again, but I need to test its effectiveness. That's why I need you to join me for a little trip to another universe. Don't sigh, I'm not taking you out an unknown universe this time. I was hoping to use your help to venture into a dimension you could potentially be familiar with. You can even use your transporter to go to a location that has been preset in your transporter. But you don't seem to have it with you anymore. What do you think? Huh? You have a mission to accomplish? What kind? I see. Indeed, that's no mean feat. That said, I can already state 1 or 2 certainties about what you've just told me. Firstly, events modified by Team Kronos in the past depend on the timeline in question. To get back to a few quick notations about our quantum physics without boring you too much, a timeline refers to all events over a given period. A dimension or parallel dimension is the result of a possibility in a given universe. So when you're looking for a specific dimension, it's important to determine its timeline, or period in history if you prefer. In the present case, it would appear from the data collected on your transporter that your current dimension is defined as the Alpha dimension. I imagine that Team Kronos preferred to name the different dimensions they visited so as not to get confused. When I borrowed your transporter the other day, I was able to collect all the journeys on the Chronos Grunt from who you sold the machine. It would seem that the one trip fits the bill. Alpha Dimension 20XX, Hoenn Sky Pillar. In other words, the dimension you're looking for is exactly the same as yours, but the timeline is different. So you're looking to go back in time. Now you understand why I said it was very dangerous to use the portals. Until now, you didn't know if the place you were going to belong to was your dimension or when. These are the precautions you're supposed to take. In short, in theory, it would be impossible for us to go to the dimension where this Rayquaza was abducted. The escapade would kill two birds with one stone because it would allow me to test the Astral Stone and also help you with your mission. I don't know if I misread it. Maybe it actually did say it would be possible. And recharging the energy on your empty transport would be too dangerous. Mixing and mashing different technology is far too dangerous and time-consuming, so I'm ready to help you get this dimension when you sort that thing out. What's your decision? Do you want to leave right now? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, transfer! Anything broken? Transfer seems to have worked. Nevertheless, I have to check that everything's in order to first use the stone. I'll leave you to your investigation. We are indeed in the Hoenn region of the past, in the town of Mossdeep, to be precise. Try to limit your interactions with others. I'll try my hardest. Quickly, let me go take on the gym! Because that's what you do when you immediately get smart. Alright, we got an air balloon. We're also just stealing items from the past, which seems to not be a smart thing to do either. Do we almost have all of those plates? Surely we have to be getting close to having all of the plates. PP Max. Mossdeep City does have a gym, because this is where what eventually, or not what eventually, what is like Steven's gym, isn't it? If I'm remembering correctly. No, wait, which is Steven's house? This is Steven's house, right? Yeah, Steven Stone's house closed. Ah, there's a gym. Oh, it's the double battle gym. That's what gym. Okay. Sure. Pikachu and Mewtwo? Absolutely. Welcome, trainer. We don't need to confer. We know what each other's thinking. It's all in our minds. Oh, but you're that trainer who helped us. Oh, so they remember me? Against Groudon. So you've decided to come to challenge us? We've been waiting to measure ourselves against you. So now, show us what you can do. Okay, so this is after the events of the last time we were here. Oh, I do like that it's just the male and female and DDDDD. That's actually really fun. I actually really like that. Ooh, bye Pikachu. Bye Bud. Yeah, you weren't taking that. Alright, let's flamethrower that one because that one's got more health, and let's Ice Beam that one. Oh, Ice Beam wasn't the call with the Sunset. I should have went for literally anything else. Oof. Oof. They get so much damage. This one I think was faster. And we'll take out that one. The 4, I should have expected a 4 restore. Like what am I, why am I not expecting a 4 restore to happen, you know? And let's actually use you to heal Charizard. Yikes, the other one had already attacked. Okay, who do they send out? Lunatone? Flamethrower you. And do that. I don't know why I backed out weirdly. Spanning Force won't be enough. Okay, and we also just had the Psychic Terrain is ended, which is nice. I like that I've been bringing in other Pokemon just to keep Charizard up. Keep Charizard attacking. Oh, do they hold on? No, that's crazy. That's wild that they held on. That's so disappointing is what it is. That's so disappointing is what that is. Alright, let's have you... I did buy some actual healing items. Let's have you get Pikachu back. And let's have you Earthquake. Doesn't want to do anything to Charizard. Oh shoot, Lunatone obviously is going to be... That was stupid of me. Lunatone is obviously going to be levitating. Let's flamethrower you. Let's... Oh, it's because I'm going down and I'm hitting back and then I'm immediately clicking A. That's why that's happening. Ooh, yeah, that's a knock on both of them there. Alright, let's see if Blastoise can outspeed, or we can reattempt this fight and actually do it better. Sure can't. I've got a much better plan going in this go around. It's obviously going to work so much better. We're going to double up and just take people out so much faster. Alright, we're going to hit you, and we're going to hit you. We're just going to take them out one turn that way, because the double expanding force was definitely what was taking us out before we could really do much. Well, never mind. It's just going to... They're just going to immediately take us out. So I guess that's actually what's going to happen, is they're just going to immediately take us out. So there is a concern with that. That's pretty good, actually. So they are going to full restore on at least one of them, so we're only going to hit by one expanding force, which is nice. Venusaur drops before Venusaur can do anything. Dang it! Dang it! Alright, we need to... I think the actual play is to swap up the team we're using. I don't think we're using right now the best team that we could possibly actually be using here. Alright, I wish actually, it might be better to just heal them both here. Actually, I don't know if that is better. It's probably not better, because we're probably still both gonna die. Because that's the difficulty. Oh, well, they go down. They have Ice Beam. That's the difficulty here, is that they have, like, multi-attack moves. We have plenty of Pokemon, though, that we can bring in and have someone do something of note. I just need to figure out who I want to switch out into. Well, Surf did nothing. Surf did nothing at all. So let's heal Mewtwo. And let's let Mewtwo attack. They have another 4 restore, so that sucks. Blastoise does stay alive. So let's use Blastoise to now max revive. I think Pikachu got outsped. If I'm completely honest with you, I think Pikachu got full outsped. Maybe we should do instead is focus on just like one of the kids over and over again until we take them out. Like, maybe let's like focus on the Lunatone and just work on trying to take the Lunatone out. Special attack rise. Never mind. Third try is the charm. I did switch up our starters for our Surf Edge to Torterra, because like, let's fight towards what they're weak to. Primarily Dark type. We are going to still focus up. We're going to try another set of starters here. And see what we can do. Gengar has Sucker Punch, which should be super effective. And then, of course, we have Dark Pulse. So we're going to see what we can... Oh, because they set up Tykes. It's like terrain keeps that from doing anything. Cool. You know, who cares about beating gym leaders anyways? Am I right? Unless we're required to, which you know what, it might make us. But let's go do our investigation. I can't imagine we are actually required to do any of that. Mr. Cosmo is very busy at the moment. I've been instructed not to let anyone through with a few exceptions. Are you? Oh, well, give me a moment. Yes, sir. A certain Red. Very well, I'll send him to you. Well, you're in luck. You can come up. So much better to do this. Well, I brought back what you've asked for. I know Granite Cave like the back of my hand, so it was child's play for me. Perfect. Thanks to you, we'll be able to get rid of this. Oh, Steven, that young man behind you. Red, it's really you. I'm not dreaming, so I'm so happy to see you back safe and sound. Steven, is that? Indeed, this is the trainer I was talking about. He's the one who helped me defeat Kyogre and Groudon with Wallace a while ago. But if you're here, it's because something's happening again in other dimensions. I see. Perfect timing, then. From what I've told me, maybe I can help you with our other problem. Red, meet Professor Cosmo. He's a very famous scientist, and I don't know if you've heard of him in your dimension. I told him all about you, but also about everything that happened with us in Team Kronos. As he's someone you can trust, so you don't have to hide anything, believe me. I'm fascinated to see that the multiverse theory is proving itself right before my eyes. Don't worry, apart from Steven, Wallace, and myself, nobody knows about this. By the way, how's the story going with this guy called Spectra? Tell them everything that happened, without mentioning the appearance of the Queen. I see, so Spectra's gone for good, but it's true that the Rayquaza story hasn't made much headway on our side. I really didn't have time to dwell on it, seriously, given all the things that we had to sort out after the damage caused by a Kyogre and Groudon. And given our current problem, well, it's true. Red, I'm going to tell you about our situation, which you'll understand is more than urgent. At this very moment, a meteorite over 14 kilometers in diameter is on its way to our planet. That's what Professor Cosmo found a few days ago, and his analysis is clear. The meteorite will not change its trajectory, which means we're all in danger. Precisely. For the time being, we've kept this information secret to avoid any outbursts, but, well, fortunately, there's still hope for us. Hope that you've just reinforced by appearing before me. Our plan is simple. Using a colossal amount of infinite energy stored inside the rocket, thanks to a device developed by Devon Corp, the link cable, we could open a wormhole in the meteorite's trajectory to make it disappear. It would solve our problem once and for all. Although it is interesting to wonder where this meteorite might land, it's the only hope for the people and Pokemon in this world. And that's the multi-Poké-dollar question. The million Poké-dollar question. All we want is for it to disappear. We're almost ready to launch the operation. Good, Steven. Hand me the dimensional shifter your father gave me. It's the last part we need to complete our mission. I've got it right here. Here you go. I'm sorry, what? What's over there saying, Murr? Pokemon has stolen the dimensional shifter. But what? The shifter? Pokemon stole the shifter, this Pokemon. That's great, Aster. But you're the person from earlier. You come from the Draconic people, exactly. Xena, remember? Aster. Aster gives the shifter to Xena. Thanks. You know what they say, the power of science is amazing. You're gonna make the meteor disappear with a snap of your fingers and that's all well ends. That said, the so-called champion has a point. This is the great source of hope for the people and Pokemon who live in this world. But think again, do you realize the consequences of the harm it could cause other humans and Pokemon? What do you mean? You won't understand anything, I don't expect you to. Can anyone here at least understand that saving one world could purge another into despair? Well, you with the cap. An assertive look. You want to give me the impression that you understand what I'm saying. Most people can't imagine this, but my people know what I'm talking about, because we pass on our history from generation to generation. A world shaken by mega evolution. A world similar to this one, yet different, yes. Imagine a world identical to our beautiful Hoenn region, a world where Pokemon wouldn't evolve in exactly the same way, where mega evolution wouldn't exist. A world where no war would have taken place 3,000 years ago. A world like Hoenn, but where the ultimate weapon never existed. Imagine what would have happened if a meteor suddenly appeared out of nowhere and slammed into this world. A world that wouldn't necessarily have the technology to destroy this meteorite. What would become of its inhabitants? You can't imagine it. You idiot, we're perfectly aware of the existence of other dimensions, don't you think? Well, there's no other way. Do you have a better idea? Maybe so. Some of them far less selfish and risky than your little experiment, which, by the way, is about to be shattered. Oh, what the? Xena breaks the dimensional shifter. Farewell, futile hopes. How are you going to fix what you've done? Shh. Take it easy, Professor. Don't worry. No, we can protect this world. Who's we? What do you mean by that? Oh, I forgot. There's something else I need to borrow. Xana has stolen Steven's keystone. A keystone. We finally have everything we need, Aster. With this, we can summon Rayquaza. Summon Rayquaza? But, well, this has been refreshing, but I have other feedbacks to fry, if you'll excuse me. Say goodbye, Aster. How awful. What are we gonna do? Oh, this woman, I've already met her at Granite Cave, where I went to look for the piece of the meteorite. The Draconic people, I had no idea they could be this hostile. This is a crisis, Steven. I'll never have time to build a new shifter. The impact is imminent. Red, that woman did mention summoning Rayquaza earlier, didn't she? Well, what was she talking about? Is she aware of the current situation? We absolutely have to catch up to her. If she's who she says she is, I've got an idea where she's going. Professor Cosmo, try to do as much as you can on your side. I'm going to track down that woman down with Red and promise to come back with good news. Steven, I hope you understand the situation. We estimate a collision with our planet in less than 24 hours. I know, but I have a hunch that with Red, we could find a solution that works for everyone. Very well then, but don't delay. The fate of the whole world is in your hands. Red, meet me in front of my house when you're ready to go. Prepare yourself properly. I think the only thing I need to do is, like, swap out our team again and just get rid of Gengar. We don't need Gengar. So I did decide to switch things up. I grabbed our Sylveon that we caught in the Safari Zone recently, because if we're going up against the Draconic people, it probably is safe to assume they're going to have a lot of dragon types, which are weak to fairy. So I want to be prepared as we go into this. I know we beat our head against a wall for a little bit here, but hopefully next episode we can help out Steven, figure out what's going on with the Draconic people, and make our way to victory. You'll notice last episode and this episode were a little bit shorter. I'm just trying some different stuff with these episodes to see if maybe short and sweet is a little bit better. But feel free to let me know your feedback down below. If you prefer the longer episodes, definitely give me that feedback. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.